Hey, yeah, I ain't gonna front. All right. This kind of crazy because my stream John ain't working, or is it working? It's literally like it's not showing me anything. Ah, there we go. There we go. All right. So now they're showing me. What's good? Now I'm only showing this. What this is as far as like Phantom and I'm talking about like the cameraman Olympics because it was the one thing I could find right now. But we are going to. This is what we gonna do. We ain't even gonna do this. We gonna let's go here. New chat. And let's ask what is a camera man? Let's ask that. We're gonna ask DeepSeek what is a cameraman. Hmm. Now, this is giving us a lot, so we're gonna go through this. Okay. So look, the roles and responsibilities of a camera operator. See, camera operator is really the title. Cameraman is just slang for the shit. But it seems to be a lot of people think anybody that has a camera and does anything is a cameraman. And they be quick to say, my cameraman, after you do something with them. But most of you couldn't fucking afford a real cameraman, to be honest with you. Framing shots, camera movement, lighting exposure, collaboration, working with directors, cinematographers, and crew to achieve desired visuals. Now, as you see, that a cameraman is not a videographer. This is not a cinematographer. This is somebody who only operates a camera. So all you people out there saying, yeah, that cameraman, or have called me a cameraman, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Okay? Just being honest. Nothing personal. I want to cut that light off. Nothing personal, but you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You talking and don't even know what the fuck you saying. You don't even know the definition of what you talking about, to be honest. So, man, I have mad shit over here doing my educational shit. But anyway, um, this is the thing, right? All right, equipment setup. That is true. You know what I'm saying? They might be setting up cameras, monitors, tie bars, stablers. Yeah, that's true. Live broadcasting. Boom. So when you go to look at something like this, these are cameramen, streaming bags, doing things like that. They operate only a camera. That's it. That would make sense. Okay, so now we see types of camera operators: film and TV camera operators, news camera operators, sports camera operators, Steadicam drone operators. I fly drones. So could I fall into the cameraman fold? Yes, if that's all that I'm fucking doing. But if I'm going to go edit, color correct, if I direct, if I um yeah, whatever. Any of me adding any of this shit on means that I'm doing a different job because I'm doing more jobs than one. Being a cameraman is one of the jobs, but it's an important job because if you don't have a camera, then you're not going to be able to get the footage to edit and stuff. But it is not the end all be all. It is not the title that you would call me. Respectfully, the title would be my fucking name or that cinematographers or videographers or directors, whatever, name. Y'all get it misconstrued. So what y'all need to stop doing is calling people cameraman and actually be respectful and ask them their fucking name. Or if you're not going to ask them their name, um, not even ask them their name, use their name. Say their actual name. Stop calling them cameraman because that's disrespectful. But y'all don't care though because y'all don't know no fucking better. Y'all don't even try to know better. I've done told people this shit over a decade and they still don't get it. They still be like, yo, cameraman, cameraman. Wondering why motherfuckers don't answer. Well, I don't answer to them. But anyway, let's look up videographer now. What is a videographer? Let's see what they say. So we can get this right. I want to get this right. I truly want this to be right in the what you call black community. Because y'all niggas y'all get on my fucking nerves with that shit. You realistically get on my nerves because of the simple fact is you have zero respect to just say a person's name. Why is it lagging? Okay, so now we get into let's read this definition first though. A videographer is a professional who specializes in capturing and producing video content, often for events, marketing, documentaries, social media, and or personal projects. Unlike a camera operator who typically works on large production like films or TV, a videographer usually handles multiple aspects of a video creation, from shooting to editing. Damn. So, if you wanted to call somebody something, the best thing that you could call them is a videographer. Now, a cameraman work on things like either big production projects or it can be small production projects also, but they only man the camera. They don't do any editing. So here, roles and responsibilities of a videographer: filming a video, lighting and audio, editing, storytelling, equipment management, client collaborations. Types of videographers: event videographers, corporate videographers, documentary videographers, social media, freelance videographers versus cinematographers. Now this is something that has been known since whatever the term has came out or been talked about since the term videographer came out. A videographer often works solo or in small teams, handling both shooting and editing. A cinematographer, director of photography, focuses on high-end visuals and storytelling for films and TVs, working with large crews. So, cameraman. I wish I was, like, to be honest with you, please just learn to have the respect that if you don't know the title of what that person do, don't assume that they just a cameraman or that that's all you know. Educate yourself so you know the difference of what you're dealing with, so you respect the person. When I deal with rappers or did deal with rappers, I didn't call these niggas veterinarians. I didn't say anything. I didn't even call them a rapper. I called them their name. I had the respect enough to have a person's name. And you know what's crazy? When you say something about something like this, the black community is the first community to make a joke out of it, just to like want to make it funny. When it's just like it's a simple thing, and it can irritate a person because years in and year out, it's like people don't get it. They call you this, but they don't even. It shows that they never educated themselves on the shit. That they wouldn't try to at all. When it would make sense. When people realize, right, when you educate yourself about something that you don't play part in, and maybe your friend do, or a homie, or something of that nature, when you do that, right, what it does is it shows you have respect for that situation. So that person will take you a little bit more serious or more serious, and they'll appreciate you because you actually show respect to what they got going on. You didn't just label them as a cameraman. You actually know what the title is for them, whether it's just a job title or whether that's the title that they go by. Or if you don't do that, you have the respect just to use that person's name. But to describe everybody that has a camera in the neighborhood or whatever as just cameraman, it's simple-minded in my mindset. I think you should maybe take 2 seconds to educate yourself and know actually what that person do. Because if that person's coming to film and then taking that video that they filmed and doing the editing themselves, that's a videographer. Totally different than what a cameraman is. You know what I'm saying? Literally, the cameraman is an employee at a low level or a high level. The videographer is the whole shebang at a low level or the high level. But a high enough level, that videographer now turns into a cinematographer. Does that mean that they can't edit the project? Doesn't mean that they can't, but there probably would be an editor. Maybe he is actually or she is the lead editor at that time. Who knows? But regardless of anything, can we please just dead this thing of just constantly calling people a cameraman? Can we do that? Either call the person by their name or know the right title. The other title that you can go by that would be way better and proper is videographer. Simple and plain. Very easy to do. I wouldn't call, like, that's like me calling a doctor a dentist. He's still helping people. You know what I'm saying? But it's not describing him correctly. Simple and plain. So, yeah, I'm a videographer. And is it irritating to be called cameraman? Yes, it gets annoying. It's very irritating coming from the black community, like highly irritating. Because if you correct them, they want to look at it like it's no big deal. It's a big deal because it's just like, I'm not going to stoop down to your level and agree with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a cameraman. Like, but if you want to do it like that, right? This is what I'm going to do. Now that I just thought about this. For the people who decide to call me just a cameraman, I'm going to be so honest with you. I'm going to allow you to do that. But I'm damn sure going to charge you for each section. Since I'm just a cameraman, right? I am literally going to charge you for the camera shooting. I'm literally going to charge you for the editing. And anything else. I'm separate everything. Everything's going to have its own price. You not going to like that, which is going to pretty much keep you the fuck away from me, which I am solely okay with because I couldn't call somebody who is you know what I mean? I'm calling somebody who's, I don't fucking know, like a doctor, and I'm calling them a veterinarian or a dentist. If I call that doctor and I want to interview that doctor, I'm going to know his proper titles so I can address him properly because it's respectful to do. That's just how I look at things. I don't look at trying to just pull something together and call somebody what I call them in my mind and not actually have respect for what they doing. If they doing something for me, whether they doing something for me or not, I'm going to have the respect to just try to get their titles proper. That's just me. I don't expect everybody else to do the same or think the same. So I can understand that. But I'd rather try to educate you so you can have a better understanding of what type of person you're dealing with, or you know what I mean, maybe you have some insight to understand that calling a person something that they're not. Some people go with it. Some people cool with it. I am not. I have a name. I have a nickname. That's simple. So really, this message is for all communities. Doesn't matter what your ethnicity is. But I would like the black community to take heed to this a little bit more and have a little bit more respect and maybe actually find out what that person's title is, if that's what you gonna call them. Because whenever I see somebody and all I hear is cameraman, I really have less interest in doing anything with that person. And maybe I'm looking at it too deep sometimes, maybe. But when it happens over a decade or more, where people just don't get it, you gotta know, like, they just don't know, don't wanna know. I've told many people, like, I'm not a cameraman. And they still describe me as a cameraman. That just shows me people don't listen. You know what I mean? They just don't listen. They don't care to listen. It doesn't matter in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, that is the difference between videographer and cameraman. I hope y'all learn some fucking shit. And if you don't know what the title is, fuck the title. Use